It's Wednesday, July 15, and this is your Barbados Today Evening News Update. In another 2 weeks, the St. Vincent-based airline One Caribbean Limited is likely to set up a base here, and this could result in at least 4 daily flights out of Barbados. Word of this has come from Minister of Tourism Kerry Simmons, who said several other airlines have expressed an interest in filling the void, which will be left by the liquidation of the cash-strapped airline, Liat. Simmons was addressing the 20th annual general meeting of the Intimate Hotels of Barbados this morning.
I had a meeting with the officials of One Caribbean Limited right here in the room where I'm sitting a couple of days ago, and they are making substantial strides in order to advance the degree of operation that they do in the southern part of the Caribbean. And so therefore we can realistically see evolving in the not too distant future, and by that I mean literally in a couple of weeks, a hub and spoke operation that will embrace Barbados and a number of the other islands of the Caribbean.
Minister Simmons noted the significant contribution of Liat, noting that it transported thousands to Barbados annually. He, however, assured the hoteliers that every effort is being made to fill the void, and there's reason to be optimistic.
So that in a situation where Liat remains grounded, and in an ideal world, Liat would have been one of the first airlines that we would have wanted to welcome back to our shores. There's obviously another challenge above and beyond COVID that we have to cope with and deal with. Perhaps I should say to you that I had a meeting with the officials of One Caribbean Limited right here in the room where I'm sitting a couple of days ago, and they are making substantial strides in order to advance the degree of operation that they do in the southern part of the Caribbean. And so therefore we can realistically see evolving in the not too distant future, and by that I mean literally in a couple of weeks, a hub and spoke operation that will embrace Barbados and a number of the other islands of the Caribbean. Now the reality is that Liat 1974 Limited would have brought approximately 250,000 people to Barbados every single year. I think last year it was around 258,000. And the density of traffic in that network that Liat had is not going to be replaced overnight. So it is going to be a period of time until whatever airline or combination of airlines comes into fruition and into operation, is going to be a period of time before we can resume to that level of traffic. But what I think we have to do again, as I said, is to put on a hopeful and cheerful look at what is happening, because it has not meant that traffic comes to an end. With that one particular airline I mentioned, I am satisfied that once they can get their operation fully up and running, we will be able to see at least 4 flights out of Barbados and back in every day. And Barbados will be the hub of that hub and spoke operation. They're not the only airline who has expressed an interest in stepping into the region and stepping up to the plate. And again, with others coming on board, then we have an opportunity to supplement some of that shortfall of traffic. So while I recognize that the regional traffic has taken a hit, even beyond what happened with COVID, I want you to be able to go away with the certain knowledge that there is a ray of sunshine on the horizon.
Workers, businesses, and organizations must be equipped to take advantage of opportunities when Barbados emerges from the COVID-19 pandemic. Labour and Social Partnership Relations Minister Colin Jordan issued this reminder today as he addressed the launch of government's employability project at the Warren's Office Complex. The initiative, that is supported by the International Labour Organization, offers 3 free online courses: core and soft skills, occupational safety and health, and entrepreneurship on the platform of the National Training Initiative.
If we are to emerge from this pandemic better, then our workers, our businesses, our organizations generally must be equipped to take advantage of the resurgence. Our people must be trained, must be retrained, must be better equipped to face a post-COVID-19 Barbados. Employees also have a responsibility. Employees and laid-off workers need to seek to capitalize on any training opportunities being offered. Wherever possible, government will seek to keep courses free of charge. Once workers become proficient and effective and recognize that their effort is valued, we believe that the overall performance of organizations will improve.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Labour and Social Partnership Relations, Dr. Karen Best, urged Barbadians to take full advantage of the initiative.
All that is required to take these courses is access to an electronic device, be it a laptop, a mobile phone, a tablet, and/or a desktop. The courses are all free and will be available via the platform of the National Training Initiative. Dr. Leacock and her team must also be lauded for readily coming on board to bring the courses to all interested persons. Thus, ladies and gentlemen, starting today, July 15th, 2020, registration is open.
In other news this Wednesday, 11-year-old Keyshawn Thomas says he's hurt and saddened by the negative comments made about a simple mistake he made in an interview yesterday. Speaking to Barbados Today after he emerged from the common entrance examination, the young student made a bit of an error but immediately made a correction. But since then, a mischievous person re-edited the video and circulated it across social media. It has since caused Keyshawn and his mother Keyshawn Thomas much distress.
I felt bad about it because he never came out of his exams and he was so positive in the media. They said it could happen, right? But it affected him, like he said in the comments and the friends were messaging me, making happy for him. And he said that he feels bad about how he will feel when he go back into school. So it's really bothering him and bothering me. Yeah, I asked for somebody to get a counseling for him and they said okay, he's starting counseling tomorrow. I don't blame Barbados Today for the fact that they do the full video is not, when I look at the comment that people said on Barbados Today, the comment wasn't as bad as TCB News and World Color Current.
I was really sad. I don't know what did that. Not everybody, but if I mention that mistakes, one of the mistakes, I was 11 and I still a child. And I remember yesterday and I corrected it.
Barbados Today condemns the abuse of any of its material, and the company will be taking legal action against those who cruelly misused and circulated the material in violation of the Computer Misuse Act.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Barbados Today, news you can trust.
To regional news now, the United States today announced plans to revoke the visas of senior Guyana government ministers, along with some officials of the Guyana Elections Commission and their immediate family members. The announcement was made by U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo during a live press conference.
Today I'm announcing visa restrictions on individuals responsible for or complicit in undermining democracy in Guyana. Immediate family members of such persons may also be subject to restrictions. The Granger government must respect the results of democratic elections and step aside.
On the international scene, attorneys for the family of George Floyd filed a federal civil rights lawsuit today against the city of Minneapolis and the police officers involved in his death, calling the killing part of a public health crisis in Black America.
Today, we have filed a federal wrongful death civil rights lawsuit on behalf of George Floyd's family and all of his children. we are going to have an important conversation that continues based on this lawsuit that documents what we have said all along, and that is it was not just the knee of Officer Derek Chauvin on George Floyd's neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds, but it was the knee of the entire Minneapolis Police Department on the neck of George Floyd that killed him. The city of Minneapolis has a history of policies and procedures and deliberate indifference when it comes to the treatment of arrestees, especially black men, that cries out for training and discipline.
That's news, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook, and sign up for our breaking news alerts via WhatsApp. We're also on Izumi Media and bus terminals, as well as screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also hear us on Mix 96.9 FM and Capital Media HD 99.3 FM.